IWMs, same sort of picture here. Gap up on the weekly, which is somewhat rare. You don't see that hold for all that long, but for now we're holding up 293 up to 307. Short term. Now, anytime I see a move back to the old lows, one could say, okay, well, um, there has to be some other influence if it's already turned back up. Not necessarily. Okay. There are different scenarios that happen where you move up, you move down, you can even move to new lows. But if you quickly move back up, you want to see whether or not there is still a flag that formed, in this case, back into that original timing. If there is, that's just a false breakdown. In this case, that's not even the case because it only moved back to lows. So to me, it is still valid to have both the 17 bar on here as well as that 27 or 28 bar cycle. And I'm looking for a low to form around the early to mid June time period. 295 or 296 up to around 302 are the areas. Okay. So very important when you're actually drawing cycle brackets. Yes, it is more subjective on the shorter time frames, but there are a lot of nuances that need to be factored in. That is one of those. Anytime you see a move to lows, you always look back and see it and ask the question, how consistent has this one cycle bracket length been over time? If it has been consistent, you have to give it the opportunity to prove that it is no longer valid. And in that case, if you don't see a move down into this low, right, and it just keeps going up and up and up, well, that shows you that there's a whole different length that is in play. More likely than not, you will see some move down to form that RHT on the short term. So I am much less likely to make a change on here due to that. Right, I really lean on history. History is what I have learned over the years is what really helps the most. Is looking back and saying, what it and if there is one, what is the most dominant cycle that I can see in terms of that average length? And then anytime I see a move down and a move up like that, I used to actually change it, but then I realized that that didn't work, and I said, well, what's really going on? And I found that looking back at history helps. That's why I don't change it. Right, these are all things that I've learned through now almost 15 years of doing this every single day. Okay, across, I don't even know how many charts, I don't even know how many trades. These are the things that I've had to literally write down and make sure I follow those rules. That's one of my rules. Give it a chance and you wait for this cycle timing window. If you don't see any move down into that of any kind of, even back to the EMAs, it doesn't have to be much higher. A move down like that to the EMAs and then higher again, that for me still validates this longer black 27 bar. Okay, so that's just how I look at it. Okay,